Just when I thought I found the perfect scooter in the Razor A3, I found out that they had made another model, the Razor A4. I was curious about this scooter at first, but when I soon learned that this was a scooter built with adults and older kids in mind, I knew that I had to have one. I wanted to put this scooter to the test and see how good of a fit it would be for the adult or older kid market. Normally we associate scooters with something that kids ride. After a while, I guess enough people said, hey, that looks like fun, I want to try. For the company to make a product just for us. So what exactly does this scooter have in order to support larger people? Let's start with the basics first. Features of the Razor A4 kick scooter. This scooter supports more weight than the other Razors. The deck itself has been reinforced in the Razor A4. The deck can now support 220 pounds instead of the usual 143 pounds. Judging by the fact that these have traditionally been very conservative estimates, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that anyone who can fit on this scooter can most likely ride it. In addition to the deck, the handlebars also received a modification. The head tube clamp that keeps the handlebars stable has been double reinforced. This is important because it makes it so that the handlebars don't rattle around during your ride. The handlebars are also now made with aircraft-grade aluminum, so they are even sturdier than before. Razor A4 has the most comfortable for handlebar. I thought this would be a little bit of an overkill, but then I realized how much heavier my upper body was than that of a child's, and I'm sure that extra weight would take a toll after a while. Another innovation for the handlebars was the foam grip. It was made much bigger, which makes for a difference in comfort you notice instantly. This is no accident. Going along with the rest of the modifications, this makes perfect sense because if you are the type that likes to bunny hop off of sidewalks, you are going to be coming down with a lot of weight that could hurt your wrists. The pads function as yet another layer of shock absorbers that take the pressure off your body and displace it within the scooter itself. Razor A4 scooter is tested by the pros. Another precaution that I like to see is that this scooter has been tested by the Razor team in order to ensure its performance. I read this on the website and was quite impressed. For some reason, this assured me that they really had gone behind this board and wanted to make it really high quality. I also thought that maybe since this is a board geared more towards older kids, the team could finally go out and start testing themselves. Either way, this extra step made me like the board a little bit more and definitely subdued some of the initial fears I had with the other boards. One of the weaknesses for Razor scooters has been safety. Although most people can use the scooters just fine without any injuries, some people have been reported getting pretty badly hurt by misusing the scooters. I think the A4 scooter is a step in the right direction to combat this, with a much greater ability to handle stress as well as impact. The ride is much safer. Overview. Looking at the Amazon reviews, they seemed a bit tepid. Although a large majority of users gave it 5 stars, there were a solid amount of 4-star ratings. I think this could be because the A4 was not as much of an improvement to the Razor A3 as the A3 was to the Razor Atwo. After looking at the 1-star reviews, an important part of my reviews, I found that people complained about certain bolts being too loose. I did some research into this and found out that by heating the bolts up with a lighter, you can then tighten them yourself with an Allen wrench. This will make it so that things don't rattle around and everything is nice and tight. Hopefully this takes some of the risk out of the equation. 1-star reviews made up 5% of the total review, but most of them were because of this issue, so hopefully that little piece of information can help most of you have a great riding experience if you do decide to purchase the scooter. Overall, this was a great scooter. If you want a scooter that is built for an adult, the A4 is the way to go. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.